Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mark.
And this is the DarcBall cast.
This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Reasonable Looking Fluids. You see that liquid over there?
Yeah.
Does it look reasonable?
No.
Then I wouldn't risk it.
Sure.
Hello.
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, you're not the way you're
I'm sick, Mark.
ill. I'm just coming out of the other end of being ill. I've given what I had to you,
Yeah.
I think.
That's what happens when you sit
A
next to someone.
sexually transmitted disease.
Not that. But this is what happens when you sit next to a sick person for the entirety of the latest Batman film, which is about 10 hours, give or take.
It's roughly there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had a birthday during it. We went to see Batman.
We
Sorry,
did.
The Batman. It's called The Batman.
There was a decent amount of bats.
No, there wasn't. There was only
No.
one bat in it.
No,
Like
there was,
one literal bat, wasn't there?
no, like the
In that
the
cage at
opening
the end.
scene where he's on his bike, like he's pedaling along, and all the bats lift him up, like that scene from E.T. Just with in E.T. there's no bats.
I like the direction they took Batman
Yeah.
in, because obviously in all the other films, I'm going to get real a little bit here. In all the other films, he's been gritty and he's been moody and broody, and he's crime fighter and he's very brutal. I like the fact in this one that instead of making him Gotham's vigilante, they took him in a completely different direction, and they did have him on that bicycle pedaling along like you just said. As a bat delivery person who just went round people's houses just shoving bats through their letterboxes. I thought it was a nice touch.
I did think it was interesting as well that they came up with a brand new sidekick. A bit of a callback, really. I didn't expect Batman and Matilda.
I thought you meant obviously because it was Batman and Robin, but there was the other sidekick he had, wasn't there? Starling. I thought it was an odd choice to name him Joseph, though.
Yeah.
Batman and Joseph Starling.
What else you been up to other than just this about 5 minutes ago? Getting out of the cinema from watching.
Well,
Batman.
I was going to say, since we recorded last, I've watched Batman, and that's been it. It's taken 2 weeks of my life. We went to view another house that was a bit interesting.
Okay.
Because it was an old, and it was quite an old guy, and he was nice enough, and we were walking around the house, and he's got carpet on his stairs. So, and obviously we were going upstairs. I said, "Oh, do you want us to take my shoes off?" He went, No. I've had the carpet treated on the stairs. So because I'm old now, when I take my cocoa to bed, I tend to spill a lot. So I had the carpet tret, so I didn't stain the carpet. And I went, all right, okay. And I noticed at the corner of my eye that this carpet was violently white, right? It was the whitest thing I've ever seen. And I went over to it, and because I don't know why, but I tend to crawl upstairs. So
You're like some
so I put my hands on the stairs in front of me, like a weird sort of, like the girl from The Ring in reverse. Yeah. And when he says he treated his carpet, I shit you not, Dan, it was painted.
Wait, what?
It was crusty as fuck because it was covered in thick white paint.
Oh my God. No way.
Yes. He'd painted the carpet on his stairs.
Oh my God.
But I'll give him this. They were clean.
Yeah, he did a good job there.
Yeah, I couldn't see no cocoa stains.
I'd have loved it if you'd gone, "Oh, do you want me to take my shoes off?" And he'd have gone, "No, it's all right. I'll just get this carpet out your way," and just tore it up. Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to do this. Been meaning to do this anyway.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, mate. I've just wallpapered them stairs. But yeah, it was fucking bizarre.
Was it a nice house other than that?
Yeah, it was lovely. Other than the fact that obviously the fucking carpet was painted.
Well, so you've got to go these lengths to make sure your house is cocoa proof. Who calls it cocoa, by the way? Why don't you call it hot chocolate?
Oh man, because he's old, isn't it? Back in the war, it was cocoa, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there.
I was. It's roughly the time I started watching the new Batman film. We are in the war, though. We're in a war.
Are we?
Yeah, it's a big old war, isn't there? Oh, got a question for you. So,
all right.
From my wife, actually. She wants to ask you a question.
Amazing.
A couple of episodes ago, we were sponsored by Aldi's own, was it ZX or XV or something
XV Cola?
Yeah, was it XV Cola?
VX?
Something like that, wasn't it? VX,
yeah.
something like that.
ZX, I don't know.
And you said you were going to email them.
Oh,
have you?
I have not.
You have not?
I haven't.
Why?
Because, Mark, I'm lazy.
The listeners,
I didn't want to have to admit
the
this.
listeners demand it.
All right. You know what? This is...
Sorry.
All right.
Right? You're too lazy to fire off a 30-second email for something that would have been hilarious had they emailed back for the tens of listeners that we have. But you're all right to spend half your week in the cinema watching Batman.
Oh, fuck off. I had no choice but to go. You bought the tickets in advance.
I said, should we book? It's the first weekend of opening. Should we book, mate? Because it's a Saturday night. You went, yeah, best booker, mate.
Yeah, all right. That's a good point, actually.
That's on you, bitch.
You know what? I'll put it in my diary. I will email them.
I want to know.
I need to remember the brand. I ain't got any in at the minute. But I will get... You know what? I'll speak to the staff at Aldi. I'll try and get a Vox Pop. I'll try to do a little interview.
Amazing.
Oh, God. Now I've said that, that is going to be a really socially awkward thing for me to do.
Yeah, it is, and I can't wait.
But here we go.
I've got another question for you as well. I heard a question on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Is that what we're doing now? We're just stealing things from the radio?
Yes, because no one listens to radio. Okay. It was just on at work.
No, because they're too busy listening to this podcast.
Yeah, boy. And they asked on the radio, what do you think there's more of in the world?
Oh, I hate this.
Wheels or doors?
I don't know.
You don't know? What do you think, though? There's so many variables, though, because some doors are on wheels.
Wait, just them doors on wheels, classically.
Well, no, because sliding doors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good... Yeah, my shower doors are on little tiny wheels.
Exactly. And do we count the band The Doors?
What do they call their fans? The wheels.
No, there'd be if we were in the Doors, if we were the band The Doors and we had fans who we were going to give a name to, I'd call them the Doreen's.
Right. Okay, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. I'm so ill, I can't keep up with this. Right. So in this room, I have... Okay, we've got one door. There's like six.
We're counting the cupboard doors.
6 in the cupboards.
Hey, you've got about... There's more than 6 cupboards in there.
I was just eyeballing it.
Are we calling the hatch on the front of your washing machine a door?
That's a door.
That's a door?
Yeah, that's a door.
Or is it a porthole?
Oh, but is the wheels inside a washing machine?
The drum is just one
It's
big
just
wheel,
a wheel, isn't it?
It's a wet.
Okay,
it's a wet wheel.
So what I'm getting at really is there's probably more doors in my flat than there are wheels.
That's it. Solved then.
Solved.
So we were talking.
The doors of one.
We're talking at work, and people go, "Well, what do you count? What do you count as wheels, though? Because you get like steering wheels, wagon wheels." I was like, so fuck off. It's a biscuit.
Yeah,
doesn't count.
It's in the name, Mark. I'm going to argue.
Well, in that case, I'm counting the band The Doors.
The wagon hath wheels.
The wagon hath wheels. Anne Hathaway's mother. Wagon hath wheels.
She hath a way. I hath a wheel.
So I want your official answer. Doors or wheels?
Doors, probably.
Doors. I don't know.
Pick.
Wheels.
Oh.
I think wheels.
Right, that's the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
We're no longer friends.
We're going to be friends. We're going to be friends after this because I received a letter.
Oh, that was a nice segue, that.
Wasn't it?
That was real good. Okay.
I received a letter.
Was it from the Cola people?
Who?
The Cola people.
I thought you said the coal people.
The coal people.
I was like,
we're sick and tired of you mining on our territory.
No, it's not from the coal people or the Cola people. It's from Jennifer. lady called Jennifer.
Okay.
And it came through the letterbox.
Do an impression of Jennifer as you're reading it, though.
I've never met Jennifer.
Try. Not try and meet her, but try and
seek her out.
Try and sound like what you imagine Jennifer would sound like.
Okay, I might do. We'll see. So this came through my door.
Okay.
Had a second class stamp on it and a handwritten address.
Oh.
To the occupier of my address. Okay.
To the occupier of Mark's house.
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
Okay.
So, I'm going to read you the letter. I'm not going to do it in Jenny's voice because it's going to take away from the brilliance of the letter.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it starts quite nice. Hello.
Hi.
Strong opening.
Yeah.
Strong opening.
Hello.
I hope this letter finds you well. My name is Jennifer, and I am writing to try and encourage people to look to a better future.
Right.
You've hooked me, Jennifer.
Is she trying to sign you up for Avon? Don't fall for that.
It's better than Avon.
Oh.
We are living through uncertain times, and life brings so many problems that can be difficult to deal with. By looking into the Bible...
Oh. Oh, no.
Yep. By looking into the Bible, I have found that it holds out a wonderful hope for our future, where there will be an end to all the suffering that we see and experience in life today.
Oh, no.
It's good if true. The scripture in the last book of the Bible, Revelation chapter 21, verse 4.
She's showing a reference, isn't she?
Yeah, and it's in bold, look. She's put these sections in bold.
Okay.
Shows the promise that God makes to us where it says, and I quote, "And he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more. Neither will mourning, nor outcry, nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away." God is promising that the human family will be able to enjoy perfect health and live forever in paradise here on earth. Naturally, some may think that this is too good to be true.
Oh. I wonder what would give them that impression.
Eternal life and that.
Yeah, okay.
But as Titus chapter 1 verse 2, it speaks of, and I quote, "a hope of the everlasting life that God, who cannot lie, promised long ago," end quote, stating that God cannot lie. So there you go, because it says God cannot lie in that line from the Bible, it means God cannot lie, which means that the first quote must be true. So this can help us to put our trust and confidence in all his promises.
Oh, no.
If you would like to know more, please scan the QR code, bringing Christianity to the 21st century.
Can I scan the QR code?
We will in a minute. If you would like to know more, please scan the QR code at the bottom of this page, which will take you to the Bible-based book Enjoy Life Forever, which is an interactive Bible course. There is no registration fee or commitment involved. I think there's quite a lot of commitment involved in living forever.
Yeah.
There is a free and informative website, www.jw.org, where many topics and videos can be found. It is available in over 1,000 languages, but this letter's only written in one.
Right.
You don't have to be religious to benefit from the information found there. If you prefer, please feel free to contact me at the above address if you would like to know more. I do hope this letter has been of help and interest to you, and that you are able to look further into the information. In the meantime, please stay safe and well. Kind regards, Jennifer.
Oh, well, she seems lovely for someone who's preaching a load of old bollocks.
I know. Well, she was stupid enough to leave a return address on that.
Oh, my Lord. What have you done?
So let me write the letter that I've posted today to Jennifer at the address that she's left.
Here we go.
It's a care of address as well, which I believe is the Jehovah's Witness Centre on Grimsby Road.
No.
So someone's going to open this letter.
Mark.
And before you say anything, I have genuinely sent this letter today.
So you could get a reply. Did you read the return address?
I didn't. No, I didn't read her return address.
No.
I didn't put my
one?
return. No, I didn't leave a return address on it because, frankly, I don't think I would get a reply to this letter.
Oh, okay, right.
So here's my reply.
Speak gently into the microphone.
You need Jesus.
I've had too much ibuprofen.
I thought you were going to say opium. Dear Jennifer, indeed your letter has found me well. In fact, it has found me at home, minding my own business. And when it found me, I was delighted to see it. You are absolutely right. We do live in uncertain times. We live in a world filled to the brim with famine, disease, literal war, innocent men and women being slain in the streets that they live in, silent children being abused by the people they trust the most. You know, the ones with the robes and the little collars. And of course, a litany of other humanitarian disasters and tragedies. I can only thank God that he, in all of his infinite glory and wisdom, has seen fit to leave us to it to sort it all out alone. By the way, I've made a conscious decision to always spell God with a lowercase g.
Oh, okay.
Because I know that pisses
Please tell
off.
me you put that in brackets.
No. I must say, I totally agree with the sentiment of looking to the good book for comfort. Not many people take books literally anymore, but we do. Remember the time that man shot John Lennon after reading Catcher in the Rye? Indeed, there are a few verses of the scripture that I believe that we as human beings can all benefit from. For example, there's Leviticus 18:22. Thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination. Or even the first book of Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Some may argue that such oppressive things could never have come from a book that is meant to teach peace and love to all, but as Titus 1:2 tells us, God could not lie. Oh well, those gays and women folk will just have to live with far less rights than us straight men, because that's what the good book says. But hold on a moment, Jennifer. If, as Timothy says, we cannot suffer women to teach, how can you be offering me Bible or life courses? It's almost as if religion is littered with hypocrisy. And it gets a bit serious now. I understand that you feel that by sending these letters you think you're helping people. But if you really want to help, drop your words and your preaching and speak with actions. This may be a bit over-researched, this letter, by the way. Jesus. There are over 200 houses on my street. Let's assume you've sent your letter to all of them, which is roughly 200 second-class stamps at 66 pence each, equaling £132, excluding paper and envelopes. With that money, you could have bought 264 12-packs of sanitary pads, 148 12-packs of nappies, 377 bottles of shampoo, or 528 tins of beans that you could have donated to any number of charities, humanitarian aid collections, or simply just to the families living in actual poverty in this actual town. I wonder how the mothers and fathers struggling to feed and clothe their kids felt when your letter landed on their doormat. I don't mind you being religious, to each their own. But if there's at least one thing your religion has done, it's built millions of buildings for you to worship your God in. Now, if you've managed to not be self-righteous enough to make it this far through my letter, may I please ask you one thing? Keep your God in your house and out of my letterbox. Sincerely, Mark.
Very well written, Mark.
How do you think Jennifer will react?
I think she'll be seething, mate. Fucking seething.
What? Because I'm
Because you're right.
Yeah, exactly. What's up? So it's WikiHow time.
Oh.
But it's WikiHow time with a bit of a difference.
The difference
Because normally,
being...
what we do is we find a WikiHow and we read through it and we take the piss out of it, don't we?
Every time.
This time we found a WikiHow.
No,
I found a WikiHow.
Yeah, look, we're 20 episodes in, 22 episodes. You don't fuck with the formula now, Mark.
No, mate.
It's tried and true.
No, we're going to try something else, and it's going to be true as well. So we're gonna read through the WikiHow
backwards.
No,
oh.
we're gonna learn how to get progressively worse at something. No, we're gonna do it as it goes along. So now, I may have mentioned before, I have a degree in writing.
Yeah, you've never mentioned that.
And published author, all that kind of stuff. So I found a WikiHow called "How to Tell a Story."
Okay,
and obviously it's teaching you how to make up a good story.
I could do with this.
Well, obviously, I know how to do this anyway. But I thought it gives you the steps of coming up with a story, so I thought we'll make our own story up as we go along.
Oh, I can't wait.
It could be like a fairy tale, or it could be, like a horror, or it could be like one of them really stupid, absurd stories, that could never possibly be true, like the Bible. It's to you, Jennifer.
Here we go again.
So let's crack on, shall we?
Let's do it.
So the top little bit. So whether you're telling a joke, telling a fairy tale, or trying to persuade someone with a little empirical evidence, telling a story well is an important skill. While it comes naturally to some, thank you very much, for others, this skill is a learned one. Never fear. You can learn to tell a better, more engaging story with WikiHow as your guide. I'm quite annoyed that I paid for 3 years of uni now.
It's all summed up here. So this means I don't have to go.
Exactly. So
perfect. Let's do it.
Anyone who wants to learn how to be a master storyteller or writer, just tune in. I mean, obviously you're already listening, so
just give the money that you was going to pay on tuition fees.
Give it to us. Straight to us.
To our PayPal, darcballcast@gmail.com. Please.
Okay. So step 1, part 1 of 3. We're only going to do the first part because you only need the first part.
Okay.
Mastering storytelling fundamentals.
Okay.
So step 1, engage your audience.
Oh.
So start your storytelling by interacting with your audience or doing something to grab their attention. Like a little slap or something.
So this isn't story writing.
So hold up the head of their sister. That's going to get their attention, innit?
Severed heads.
Well, no, technically it's just about telling stories.
Just
but
telling
you can apply
the story.
it to writing.
Okay, right.
So ask them a question, even if it's just rhetorical, that relates to the conclusion, twist, or context for the story you're going to tell. So a fairy tale example. Have you ever wondered why the moth chases the flame? Or a funny story example. I have the college roommate story to end all college roommate stories. Let's just say it involves a toilet. That one's a bit shit, right? Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. So what kind of story are we going to tell, Dan?
We're going to tell a... shit, what were the options
you are
again?
Shit at this. So
yeah,
what we're going to do...
options again?
We're going to... There are limitless options, Dan.
Okay.
So we're going to tell the story of how a young man rises from the slum that he lives in,
right,
to become the world's best bat delivery person.
No. We're doing sci-fi.
Sci-fi it is.
Yeah.
Right. We're doing science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So we need our hook then. How do we engage the audience?
Have you ever been lifted into a ship by aliens?
You've lost me already.
What?
Lost me already.
All right.
I mean, I was going in a different way. I was going to say, hey, listen to this story or I'll kill your wife.
Strong.
Here's a picture of her in my basement.
I'm not really getting alien vibes, though.
Fine. Listen to this story about aliens or I'll kill your wife. No,
okay.
So yeah, Hook to say a story about aliens. So
have you ever seen a man that wasn't a man but was in fact an alien?
You ever seen a man but green?
But green man.
So there you go, right? That,
Okay.
I think there's our hook. Have you ever seen a man but green?
And the audience would immediately go, "Oh,
Fuck me. I've never seen a man but green. What's this?
I've seen a cucumber."
Just loads of cucumbers taped together.
And then, all right. Okay. No need for the story.
So are you happy then with our hook?
Have
you ever seen a man but green?
I'm not quite happy. We can do better at some point, but not now.
I'm happy to keep workshopping.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a man but purple? Is it the colour? Is that the problem?
No, because I don't see colour, Mark. You bring them in with a hook, and what you do is you clap twice, and then you tell them one word about the story.
Aliens.
I'm hooked.
Right, okay, there's our hook.
Because the claps, everyone's like, "Oh, what a strange number of claps to choose. Just 2 claps."
Now, you see, if you were to clap twice now, I'd be thinking, why does this dickhead think that his lights work on a clapper?
I forgot that word. Look, I've been thwarted by that invention.
Because that's how you started all your stories until that came along.
How annoying would that invention be? Like, you got that in the bedroom, and every time you clap in cheeks, the neighbours know about it because of the lights.
Yeah, but you'd have to have a really weird sexual rhythm. Like,
what, you telling me that's not normal?
Okay. So so there's our hook. Aliens.
Right, okay. Moving on.
So let's move on.
It's all coming together. I can see it already.
Frankly, I'm ready to publish.
Penguin? Is it Penguin? That's a book company,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's also a sworn enemy of Bat Delivery Person.
It's also a delicious comedic chocolate bar in the UK.
I thought you were going to say a delicious fucking meat or bird or something. It's also easily stolen from Flamingo Land. So, step 2, build the scene. So throughout your storytelling, you want to create an immersive experience. You want to tell your audience the story in a way that makes them feel like they're there. Start by giving them context when you start your story. Continue to create the scene by using details which help them picture the action and feel things you felt. So, fairy tale example. Once upon a time, when the world was old, the magic still lived, and beasts still spoke.
Hate that.
Okay. Or a funny story example. Remember the toilet thing from earlier. So, I'm sort of the quiet, owns multiple cats type, right? But my roommate was very much the what's a liver partier. So
I hate that.
If someone was telling me a story like that, I think I'd have to punch him.
It was 7:15 on the 15th of March, and we were doing a podcast. There's your scene.
So you've just described the room.
Accurately.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a science fiction story.
Okay.
It needs to be a bit wilder.
It was 7:16 on the 15th of March, and things were feeling a little bit ominous as we did the podcast.
Ooh. No, you've gone ghost story now.
Yeah, but aliens are
You're
spooky.
mixing your genres.
Well, aliens are spooky in that kind of way.
Is it horror or sci-fi?
Yeah, but aren't sci-fis... Don't they tend to be...
Horror in space.
Yeah, space horror. Space, you know.
So are we going space horror then?
Right, well, okay. It's also fiction, so space horror fiction.
Space horror.
Okay. I don't want people thinking this is factual. Mark.
Aliens. Right, so our scene is two ruggedly handsome men recording a podcast in an apartment in a small fishing town.
Look, dude, you got a degree, and this is what you come up with. Go on, okay.
It's what you came up with.
Couple of deep breaths. Give me your best shot, Mark.
Go on. The scene?
Yeah, set the scene.
Set the scene, okay. You awaken on a dusty, barren planet. There's nary a thing to be seen in either direction. All you can see are the vast, distant outlines of strangely purple mountains. The soil is red, and above you is only yellow cloud.
That's the last time I will travel.
Aliens!
It's the last time I will travel to Scunthorpe. Dude, I got chills.
Yeah, there you go. They're
That
multiplying.
that was fucking
They're
great.
multiplying.
Okay, we've got our start.
Okay,
Right.
so clap, clap, aliens.
Clap, clap,
And
aliens.
then we're on. We wake up.
Purple mountains.
Purple mountains.
Red-
yellow sky. Red soil.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So there's our scene. Makes you feel. So build tension and release tension.
Ooh.
Wank. Of course, the entire arc of the story should be building tension, then releasing tension, until the climactic point of the story and the falling action of the conclusion. So, for fairy tale example, Moth approached the tall white pillar, and there was flame burning in her glory. Moth felt hooked somewhere around his stomach, and the tug of love set in. Of course, heroes do not rescue their princesses in the same day, and Moth spent many splendid moonlit nights falling deeper in love with flame.
Sorry, just clapping cheeks.
Funny story example. It was a new year, and so we moved into this new neighbourhood that was nice and stabby. So I'm pretty much set to DEFCON 1 at all times. Good for the blood pressure, you know.
Fuck.
I'm not sure the writer of this WikiHow knows what the word funny means.
Like, anyone who's listened to this podcast just knows I'm inherently bad at stories.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Christ, I'm so... This is why I just let you take it away.
Yeah.
You know?
So we need to build some tension.
Here we go.
So,
aliens.
You awake.
I awake
on a strange planet.
And there's big purple
mountains in the distance.
Red dusty floor.
Red soil.
Yellow sky.
Yellow cloudy sky.
I peer over my left shoulder. Ah!
Your right shoulder.
Ah! An alien. But nay, 'twas actually Space Cactus. Tension. And release.
Right. That could work
Mm-hmm.
if the Space Cactus wasn't there before. So when he looks behind him, he looks around him, nothing. He looks forward for a bit. Decides to have another look.
Yeah, just in case.
Looks round, Space Cactus wasn't
Space
there
Cactus.
before. Shit. Where did that come from? What is it? Why is it dripping?
Dripping?
Why has it got eyes?
That's a good question. Mark, why is it dripping?
I don't know. But you're tense.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, I'm tense. Drippy cactus.
But you have awoken on a strange, dusty planet. You're dead thirsty. Now you've got a decision to make. Do you drink from the drippy alien cactus?
Ooh.
Or do you go and search for more reasonable looking fluids?
Okay. Oh, no, I forgot. You're not asking me. We're making a story.
This,
Right, okay.
This podcast sponsored by reasonable looking fluids.
It's good. It's good. Shit. Like, I have like... Okay, we drink in the liquid.
You're drinking from the drippy cactus.
Oh my God, Mark, you drink the liquid and you walk and the cactus follows you, right? You know it's following you, but it's always 2 meters back. You keep
When
going.
you turn around, it stops.
You keep going. And in the distance, you see a person. You walk towards him. The person looks left and right over his shoulders. Doesn't see anything. Looks forward for a little bit more. He looks back. You were the cactus the whole time. The liquid made you the cactus. It's like
a werewolf kind of thing.
It's
If you're bit by a werewolf, you become the werewolf.
Yeah, it's like
drink from the cactus.
continuously happening.
Right,
So
that's how the cactus always lives.
It's all like a big loop.
I thought you were going to say that the cactus starts to follow you after you've drunk from it, and then you see a man in the distance, and as you get closer, he turns around and he looks very angry and goes, "What are you doing with my cactus?" Fodger is there.
Schwari is there.
So we've drunk from the cactus.
Yeah.
I think immediately after drinking from the cactus, your vision goes blurry and you faint.
Okay.
You awaken again in a cold metal room on a table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're alone. There's weird looking medical instruments about.
Okay. All very long and probish.
Yeah, but mate, no, just come to me now. I've got a fucking twist.
Oh, wait, is that the next step?
It's not. No.
Oh.
But
we got well ahead of this week. You know what? I don't think this WikiHow knew just how successful.
Let me just see what the next step is. So the next step is when telling a story, it's important to include details to create that sense of immersion. However, you don't want the story to take on a rambling feel, which is why I've started telling it instead of you.
Yeah, okay.
So, right, get this. Fucking get this.
Are we just backing off from the WikiHow? Are we just free balling it?
To be fair, the steps are pretty shit from here. The next step is keep the flow logical and then make it feel conclusive. So we can do that.
We need a twist, though.
Yeah, but mate, I've got the twist.
Yep.
Got the twist.
Okay, right. So, recap.
You've woken up.
Aliens. You've woke up on a planet. Purple mountains. Red, dusty floor. Yellow sky. Look over your shoulders. There's nothing. But then, second time, there is
Suspicious
something.
Cactus.
Cactus that's dripping.
Drippy cactus.
You drink the drip.
You drink the drip.
You pass out.
You wake up.
Metal
Strange,
room.
cold metal room. Medical instruments. You're alone. You're on a bed. You're naked.
You're strapped in. Because otherwise you'd just pick up the medical instruments, wouldn't you?
Yes, you strapped down.
Strapped in.
Thick leather straps.
Right, okay.
The door opens.
Oh.
That's not the twist, believe it or not.
Okay.
Because I can see from your face you think that's the twist. It's not the twist.
Well, there was no mention of a door.
Because doors often open. It's a room.
And behind that door, there's lots and lots of wheels.
No. In walk some humans. Normal, regular humans.
Ooh.
In scrubs and doctors, garb.
Crocs.
So obviously
they tend to wear Crocs.
So they're obviously all men. Because, I said doctors, not nurses. That was a joke. Men can be nurses too.
But plot twist, they were all men.
Yeah. It's not doing well on the Bechdel test, is it? So, in walk some humans.
Right.
You wake up and you're like, oh my God, what's happened to me? They can't understand you. They're looking at you confused. They're thinking, you're thinking, why? What's going on? Why doth they look at me so? Turns out, right, you're starting to get panicky. You're starting to, trying to break out from your straps and shit.
Yeah.
You look down at your hands. Your fingers aren't there. The tentacles. You look around the room as best you can. You see a mirror. You're the alien.
We got there a lot quicker than I thought we was going to get there.
The drippy cactus turned you into an alien.
Oh, fuck.
And you've lost all your memory from then to now. You think you're still a human. You've woke up like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on? Why can't these people understand me? It's because you're not talking in a human voice. You're just like...
like tentacled beings do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's it. You're a fucking alien because you're drunk from the cactus of death.
Oh, shit.
The doom cactus.
I think we've done that.
There you go.
Sci-fi horror
story
fiction.
in the bag. Any publishers out there listening,
you know where to find us.
Hit us up. We'll get you a storyboard and a treatment sorted. We'll knock it out in a week or two. And, we're coming for you, J.K. Rowling.
Wait, what's it called?
What's it called?
Yeah.
Oh.
I shouldn't do this. We'll save this for our technology corner.
No, it's fine.
All right,
It's fine.
we're coming up with a name.
It's fine. It's called. It's called Trusting the Cactus Strip, where my life went in the shadows.
Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the DarcBall Technology Corner.
Even though we're not a technology podcast.
You sorted it, haven't you?
I have sorted it. We're now we're now classed as comedy.
We're officially a comedy podcast.
We're not, because it's not very funny.
No.
Yeah.
We try, though.
We laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced the listeners do.
But seeing as we grew our listenership through being a technology podcast, we'll continue to give the people what they want.
Yeah, the DarcBall technology. This is the DarcBall Technology Corner. The other three corners are comedy corners.
Yeah.
So it's only fair, isn't it?
Oh, the other three. Yeah.
I imagine our podcast.
So we are a square.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I imagine we're a square.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, what do you want us to be?
I thought it'd be a triangle. It's more structurally sound.
Yeah, but it's
no one could hear that shrug, Mark.
You fit less in a triangle.
Okay.
A square fits more content.
We demand more podcast real estate.
Yeah.
Is that right?
A square fits much more content.
So today, we've got a couple of products that are really going to help people who are sweaty as fuck.
Me included. I'm a sweaty boy.
I'm a very sweaty guy too. You know this, don't you, Mark? You know?
Yeah, I do actually. Remember the time we drove home from London?
Yeah. And it was
searing heat of the summer.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, the sweat from Dan's back stained my car seat. It was never the same colour again because of the amount of salty liquid his back creates. Honestly, his back jizzes more than his dick.
You sold the car with the ominous stain, didn't you?
I had to burn it.
So yeah, today we're creating a couple of products for sweaty people.
Yeah.
So I went first last week. So
I'm going to go first this week. So
take it away, Mark.
Naturally, the problem I assume is that people sweat too much. So my product is to stop people sweating.
Mm.
Well, not necessarily stop people sweating because it's nothing to be ashamed of. People sweat. It happens. However, some people are, they get a bit touchy, if they smell bad because of the sweat, it's a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
So what I have created is a revolutionary diversionary tactic / product.
Mm.
So it's a bit like a holster.
A holster?
A holster.
Yeah.
So, and it sits on your back like a bit like an arrow quiver, but it faces directly upwards.
Right.
Now, when you feel that you have sweated to the point where it is A, noticeable, and B, smellable, right? You press a button that's somewhere attached to the holster on the strap.
Okay. So you just kind of
there's a button on the strap.
Oh, on the strap, not on the holster. Because I was going to say you could kind of go, "Oh, I'm so tired," and lift your arms up above your head and just gently tap the button on the holster.
Well, it straps over your shoulders.
People are going to see the holster
like a backpack. Well, no, because it fits nicely under your clothes.
Oh, under the clothes. Right. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Now this product does rely on the fact that you have at least one alive parent. So you're good.
At least one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is you so you have the holster, you press the button, and an extremely loud and bright firework shoots up out of the holster.
Right.
Which its function is twofold.
Right. So
first of all, it distracts everyone. Because they're like, where the fuck did this massive firework just come from?
Can you imagine
and they're all looking up at the sky.
Can you imagine someone stood nearby and they see it come out of the back of your shirt? Singeing the hair on the back of your head.
Look. I don't poke holes in your inventions while you're pitching them, right?
Okay.
This is supposed to be a safe space.
Sorry, Mark. We've done this for a few weeks. I got a bit confident.
You got confident, you got complacent, and frankly, it's not a nice colour on you, Dan. Okay?
Sorry,
So,
Mark.
simmer down.
Right.
So, everyone's looking up going, A, where the fuck did that bastard come from? And B, doesn't that look nice? Let's continue to look at it for
It does look nice.
a fair while. The other function of the firework is that one of your parents will see it and go, that's Mark's sweat firework beacon. He must need some help. They rush down to where you are. They know where you are because you've just basically set off a flare, let's face it.
Yeah.
And they come down, spritz you with some antiperspirant or some deodorant.
Oh, okay.
Sorts the smell out. If they've got time, quickly change your shirt, and then they fuck back off. Firework dissipates. Everyone goes about their business. You no longer smell or look sweaty.
Amazing.
And there you go. Sweaty firework beacon.
You know, there's a few similarities with mine there, actually.
Oh, of course there is. You're going second, and all of a sudden yours is the same.
It's not the same.
You just said it was similar.
Well, I think you'll find there's a fair few differences.
Does it? Go on then.
Wow
me.
Oh, does yours have a name, by the way?
I just said sweaty firework beacon.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
It's not my best work.
It's a sweaty firework beacon.
It's not my best work, right? But I stand by it.
Okay. So,
love it.
This one, I'm picturing you're probably going to use it when you're down the beach. It's getting a bit warm. Okay, so you've been in that situation where you're down the beach and
it's getting a bit warm.
Yeah, it's getting a bit warm. So you're on the beach. You're trying to impress all them honeys
or men,
to be inclusive.
So hold on. Can your product, can it be used by gay people or women?
Yes, the crabs don't discriminate.
They just want the bush.
So we're on the beach. It's getting warm, trying to attract them women, and they're like,
"Oh men,
I need to start again." So you're on the beach. Fuck's sake. It's hard to talk outside of my line of experience, you know?
You spend a lot of time on beaches.
Yeah, trying to attract them women or men. So, Mark, have you ever been to a beach?
No.
This product is not for you. This one
I've
requires...
been to a beach. We live in a seaside town.
You can only use this at the beach. There's your first stipulation. And you'll find out why. It becomes very apparent very quickly.
Right, okay.
So, sometimes you might be at the beach and you're trying to attract someone, you know? But they're having none of it because you're a sweaty mess. Right? Can
I just say that applies to me at all times?
You need my invention, Mark.
Yeah, I do.
This is what you could do with. So it comes in the form of a pair of glasses that you wear. So it's a hot sunny day. You put on these glasses.
What's like sunglasses?
Very like sunglasses.
Because then they're not noticeable.
They're in the style of them retro red and blue 3D glasses.
Oh.
Bringing it back, baby.
Are they made of cardboard?
No, but they're white. They're mainly white. They're like the ones that used to fold out of your DVD case. Do you know what I mean?
Are they made of cardboard? No, but they're white. As if that makes up for it.
Yeah, because did you ever get like a 3D DVD?
That was too many
3D DVD.
DVDs.
Do you know, like back in the day when you got Spy Kids 3 or something?
No.
Right, okay, well, maybe my childhood alone, but we got Spy Kids 3D, right? It was the third film, and in the case there was these like...
Is that the one with the 3 dicks in it?
I should hope not. It's called Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Pope edition.
Hope you're listening, Jennifer.
So, you put on these glasses. So, really, they just look cool for the most part, but they're functional. You You tap the side of them
Mate,
twice.
most glasses are functional.
Well, these aren't. These are functional in another way. You know,
Right.
they
They're
look
extra functional.
Yeah, so you double tap these glasses with a finger. Yeah. And they begin to glow. So people are impressed by the glowing already. You've already earned brownie points for the people you're trying to attract.
Yeah.
It also attracts another thing, Mark.
Seagulls.
An army of deodorant-wielding crabs. So, at this point, you know that you're real sweaty, but other people might not have clocked on just yet. Yeah? You want to do it before you start sweating bad. So, you double tap these glasses, they start to glow, and out from the ocean scuttles an incredible crab army wielding Lynx roll-on. Okay?
Roll on.
Mate,
Interesting.
the idea is
choice.
to stop sweating, not just smell good.
So does roll on better for that, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
And plus, sprays are bad for the environment.
Oh, fuck
And
the
these
environment.
crabs care about the environment.
Yeah, but if you're on the beach and you want it to be warm, that ozone layer needs some holes.
It's already warm, Mark, and that's why we need this invention.
Yeah, full circle.
So out they scuttle. And the great thing is, people won't link the fact that the glasses are glowing to the crab invasion, right? People will just be like, oh, what a bizarre event. And isn't it crazy that it just came up and lathered you in roll-on and then scuttled back into the sea?
And why have your glasses stopped glowing?
But yeah, that's basically it, to be honest.
Right, and
Impressive, isn't it?
do you know what? It's interesting.
Yep.
And I've got one question.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, I've got a couple of questions. First of all, does product got a name?
It's called the Crab Army Deodorizer.
Beautiful. Second of all, how does it work with people allergic to shellfish?
It's probably not the product for them.
So they just have to sweat.
Yeah, there's other things out there.
Like-
They could probably put on roll-on before they left the house.
Could you change it so that the crabs become seagulls?
No. We don't actually have a contract with the seagulls. They weren't interested in the venture.
And I do believe you have a jingle.
Yep. Crabs are... There we go. And as the evening comes to a close, we can stop recording and I can go to bed to die.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I am feeling ill.
Yeah, you look good though.
Oh, cheers, man.
I mean, no better than normal, but
It's because I'm
No,
nicely
that's normal.
sustained by reasonably looking fluids. That's
It's
not
the
how
own-
it's pronounced.
is.
Reasonable looking fluids.
reasonably looking
There we
fluids.
go. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
I had fun. Did you have fun, Dan?
Yeah, we always have fun.
Excellent. Thank you very much for listening. And don't forget, no one asked for it,
No one needed it.
but this was it.
It was the
DarcBall
DarcBall
cast. Fuck off.